What's going on? What's happening? Welcome to the Millennial Masterclass podcast, servicing all millennial issues, great, small, all of them in between. And welcome to episode 17. I got an affinity for these prime numbers, so I'm excited about this shit. I'm not going to lie to you. 17 feels right in my mind. But how's everybody doing? I'm Tris, by the way, just so everybody knows. I'm raising my hand. I feel like I'm in class again. Just, hey. Can we throw it down to Houston and Jason and see what's good down there? What's happening?
Hey y'all, it's your girl Les in Temple, just cooling it. Been a very, very busy day. Like this was the one day of all Mondays for me, just super busy back to back, but blessed and highly favored nonetheless. How you doing, Sean?
Hey, Sean the Don. I've been pretty cool. Yo, my Monday was definitely super Monday-ish. Like I've been saying that all day. Yeah. But it ended up, it's been cool, but super busy. Like working for my actual paycheck, but yeah, girl, that's what I've been doing.
They made me earn it today, literally back-to-back meetings.
As they should. I'm
tired. Why?
I vowed to never work as hard as I did at Enterprise ever again. And so far, I've kept that promise to myself, and I'm going to keep that going.
I understand.
I'm sure that won't be hard. They work you like an indentured servant. Like, I don't understand.
Like a Hebrew slave child.
15-hour days and whatnot. I don't know.
You were there all the fucking time. Like, if I didn't know where you were, I just need to look at Enterprise. You were there.
I lived at the branch, like no cap. It was torture, but
wow, no cap. What are you, a Gen Zer? Fuck. She said no cap, nigga.
No cap. I never even heard Leslie use that before. Yeah, I'm like, where'd you get that came from?
I said that one time around here. Taylor was like, "What bitch taught you no cap?"
That's a valid question, actually.
I was like, I read it on the internet. Thank you very much. I was watching NBA TV. You must know.
Listen, way younger you've been hanging around, sir.
Yeah, I never heard you say that, Leslie. That threw me off. Like, what?
I've never said I don't know.
What do we do this weekend, though, other than use Gen Z slang?
Man, let me tell y'all, I was on a sick and shut-in list yesterday because of what I did on Saturday. So I watched the interlock my hair on Saturday, right? I haven't interlocked it since like early October. So
look good, look real good.
Thank you.
Okay, hair flip.
I had a lot of new growth. And so I was literally like standing for hours, had, my hands up here trying to get the parts right, and just like literally going through each and every 123 locks that I have. So
nigga, why do you know the exact number? What the fuck? Is that common for people with locks?
People with locks know how many locks they have. Yeah.
Because that's the same amount of slaves George Washington owned. Like, that's crazy.
But who knows I have that? 123 why do you know that?
123 slaves.
So that's more random for her to know how many locks are in her own head.
I didn't say it was more random.
Slaves this nigga had?
Why is that your fun fact? Like,
I didn't say it was a fun fact. It was just a fact. I didn't say anything was fun about it.
How many was it?
123.
At one time?
I imagine so. He had a big plantation. I imagine so.
That's a lot of people.
So anyway, because I was standing for so long and doing all that for so long, I woke up Sunday morning with like an excruciating migraine, so much neck and back tension right here that I could not move. I was just like, I was literally in the bed like, oh my God. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just have to spend the bread next time to get my loctician to do it, because me trying to save some coins then put me on a sick and shut-in list. So.
That's a word, loctician. I'm just amazed over that. Okay, I'm learning new things.
Like beautician, loctician.
Oh, I got it. I understand the root. I didn't know it was a thing. It's wonderful. Loctician. All right now.
Yeah. So that was my weekend. Pretty chill for the most part.
It don't sound chill at all. It sounds like that was aggravating. It don't sound chill at all.
I was in pain. Yes, I'm not gonna lie, because when I get migraines, they're like debilitating. Like every time I stand up, I get super dizzy and it's like painful and stuff. So I'm not supposed to go back to the chiropractor for like another 2 weeks, but I'm gonna see if they can squeeze me in this week just to work out that tension, because it's still like
that's scam.
No, it's real. My headache stopped because I started going to the chiropractor.
You gotta keep going. That's the scam of it all. Because
but I mean, isn't that anything?
I felt good for like 2 days, and then I was like, damn, I gotta really come here like monthly.
I mean,
this is getting a little.
That's like with anything, though. That's like with getting your nails done. You got to keep up the maintenance. Getting your hair done. You got to get your hair.
Don't even talk about nails.
Yeah, I know we both bald headed. I'm
bald headed,
bald fingers. There's nothing wrong with having your own actual nails. That shit is beautiful.
It is when you don't have any.
I know. I'm letting mine grow back out so I can just start getting overlays on my natural nail like I used to do. So I'm letting them grow out.
What if
Plus,
y'all
I ain't
just
going
didn't
nowhere.
put any fake nails on? Y'all just rock your own shit. Like, what would happen?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm
The
gonna
world
let it grow
wouldn't.
out again and just do an overlay, so it strengthens your own natural nail or whatever. But you know,
I like
That's
the
what you
regular
need to
shit. I
rock.
don't want to get lacerated because you got upset. Like he's over here fucking niggas. Like, and then I got
I mean,
a cut.
That's
on
what
my
I need it
leg.
for. I need a weapon.
A
hello,
knife, a blade. What happened to a blade?
I got them all.
you be quick.
Can't
Like,
never had too many, you know.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
not
But what you
wrong.
do this weekend, Tristan?
Not nearly. No, actually, no. I did quite a bit.
I'm about to say, you gonna
actually.
say that again?
No, we actually did quite a bit. I'm front on this one. Like we were moving around this weekend for a bit. Like, well, especially because I was back and forth to Brooklyn a lot. And then so that happened, which was cool, not that big of a deal. But then also we like, I don't know if we did like a spring cleaning situation, but like we deep cleaned this motherfucker. Like it's a little sparkling right now. And then we spayed some, and then like I had a walk down memory lane and I pulled out the PS2 and I played some of those wonderful video games because I have one, you know. So I was like, "Oh, let's pull this shit out. Let's see what happens." And it worked magically. I don't know what I said to it or what spirits I prayed to, but it happened. And then, you know, I was able to play a few games. Low key, I almost started Twitch streaming, but I couldn't quite figure out how to get the PS2 to. Now that's some young shit to say, some Twitch streaming, but you know, it was a good time.
How old is your PS2? Sounds ancient.
Well, I mean, it's a PS2, so it's gonna be old.
Are they on the 5?
They have the 5. Yes, they have the 5.
Okay, yeah. So they're on 5, and you had the 2.
Well, they come out like every few years or something.
They come out like every 5 years.
Oh shit! Damn,
around every 5 years. Yeah,
Like
exactly.
50 years old.
But you know what's crazy though? I don't even like some.
Okay,
of the
mathematician Leslie right here.
50.
Said,
Did
"Oh,
you
I
say
know that
50?
answer."
Did you say
15.
15? Oh yeah, at least
15.
I
know
gathered
how
that
to
much.
count.
I thought you said
3
5
times
0.
ISD education over here.
Okay, all right. Anyway, we're gonna move right along from there. But yes, no, it was a nice walk down nostalgia lane. Played some titles known The Godfather. Played that. That was a good time. Oh, but the one thing I did do that we finally fucking did this. We went to late night karaoke. It starts at midnight. So that's the first thing.
I gotta prepare myself.
Like I
You gotta
said,
sleep till 10.
well, no, because what happened is that because Taylor, she was like, nah, I'm not trying to go. I'm like, oh no, we gonna go. So then because we didn't go on Tuesday to karaoke, there's a spot around the way, right? But then she was like, I'm gonna go hang with my friend on Friday night. I'm like, great, that's awesome, because then you'll already be out and awake and we can go to karaoke in Brooklyn. And then she was like, oh, I'm like, yes. And we went and it was cool. But you know, it was interesting. I felt like that was almost a walk down memory lane. I felt like it was like more like a DK night, but it was
Which
decent.
songs did you perform?
I only really got to do one song because it was kind of crowded, and I did Valerie by Amy Winehouse. And apparently the crowd loved it. This one dude came up to me. He was like, man, that's the best version of Valerie I ever heard. I was like, yeah, thanks, bro. Appreciate that. He said, no, I'm serious, man. I was married to somebody to sing it, and they didn't sing it as good either. I was like, I think you're a little biased, big dog, but I appreciate it.
Okay. Well, he was married. That's why.
That's what I'm saying. He was married to this person. So
Nah, that person's hell no. Fuck the version.
But he did have on a flash shirt though. He had on like this green Ranger, White Ranger, like duo power shirt. It was kind of cool. I don't know. Moment of nostalgia. It was a nostalgic weekend, man. It really was.
Speaking of nostalgic shirts, I'm digging your Rugrats hoodie.
Oh, for sure. No, I did it just for this episode today because the people don't quite know what we're talking about today, but just know we are taking a walk down memory lane. It's happening. Okay. You cannot stop it. It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
I'm so glad people don't say like take a run down memory lane, like you walk, because I like to walk.
You walk so you can actually like cruise and enjoy versus you run and happen so fast.
That's real.
And my ass was thinking it was just something being lazy. Okay, that makes more sense.
gotta stop and smell the roses, as they say.
Exactly. I actually just came up with that on the spot, but it sounded good. So
no, but that's the truth though. That's the reason you walk down memory lane. That's exactly why.
Leslie, mathematician, great philosopher. Let's get it today.
What can I say? I'm a catch.
She's gonna pin some literature here pretty soon, guys. Keep out for it on Millennial Masterclass Publishing. We have that, and you'll be looking for it. Keep an eye out for it. But I guess this is a great time to jump right into the special segment that starts off the show. Every show, you know what it is. You love it. Sometimes you hate it because sometimes shit be sad. We get a lot of sad shit recently, but you know, it is what it is. But either way, it is time for the bulletin board.
Leslie's face when you said that.
Because I mean, speaking of sad recently, why don't we just
tired?
Like
you might as well have like like a funeral segment of the damn show at this point. Like
funeral segment of the show.
I don't know, like something for all the people that passed away. Because every time we start this show, somebody has died.
I mean, people die every day, so it's not like that inconceivable.
You had to add my B in there, but no. Yeah, we just want to start off by saying R.I.P. Andre Leon Talley. Of course, everybody knows he was the fashion icon and former Vogue creative director. He passed last week at the age of 73. So again, lived a pretty long life. He made a huge contribution to the world and to the world of fashion. The famed writer and former Vogue creative director had been in the hospital actually battling an unknown illness. So I don't know if more will come out about that later, but that's all that's been disclosed as of now. He first joined Vogue in 1983 as a magazine's fashion news director and quickly rose to creative director and then editor-in-chief, working with, everyone knows, Anna Wintour as her right-hand man, in a position he held from 87 to 95.
Talk about some job security.
Right. He left Vogue in 95 and moved to Paris, where he returned to W Magazine after working at the publication early in his career. He contributed to Vogue as an editor until he joined the magazine in 1998 full-time as an editor at large, writing the monthly column style Facts. And he stayed in this role until his final departure from Vogue in 2013. So as we know, we've seen him, he has a larger than life personality as well as fashion sense. So he will be missed. And we just thank him for everything that he contributed to the fashion world.
Thank you, Mr. Talley.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to make this other one really quick just because it literally just happened a few days ago. There's so much, sensitivity around this. I want to respect Regina King's wishes as far as like the privacy goes with their family, but we want to send an RIP to Ian Alexander Jr., who is Regina King's 26-year-old child, the only child of her. And he actually passed away from suicide. So she asked for everyone to respect her and her family's wishes and, the privacy that they're seeking as they go through this terrible, heartbreaking time. He actually just turned 26 on January 19th. So his birthday was literally just days ago. He was a musician and a DJ who frequently attended the award ceremonies with her. And she was always like gushing about him and doting on him.
She should.
Right. And his father is Ian Alexander Sr., who was a record producer. Him and Regina were married for a decade before they divorced in 2007. So there were some tweets that he had or Instagram posts like a few days prior to his death where he's basically saying like social media is very like, depressing and toxic and stuff like that. So I don't know if that was like alluding to what he was facing. And so we just want to send our condolences and our love to the King and Alexander family, because no parent should have to bury their child.
Not at all. That's terrible.
That's crazy sad. No, it really is. Yeah. Honestly, every time I hear the thing 26, you think about all the other people that have like passed like 26 and 27 club, Like as soon as you said that, I immediately thought about Mac Miller because it was just his birthday a couple days ago. So I was on a Mac Miller listening spree. And then, because, he died at 26, but that was like, they rolled it an accidental overdose or whatever they ruled it.
But the fentanyl, right?
I think it was a mixture of different drugs. I couldn't tell you all of them. I didn't see the toxicology report. I think
it was fentanyl though, if I remember correctly, because didn't his dealer get arrested or the person who gave it to him get arrested?
I don't know about all of that. It might be. I mean, we can go and definitely do some deep dive on that one, but
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what came out after that. We'll keep y'all posted if y'all care. But yeah, so let me go to the next story, which is a wild one. Definitely want to get y'all opinion if y'all would ever be so kind to do this for someone you're dating. But this is about a kidney donation gone terribly, terribly wrong. It started
just already that line right there is fucking crazy. You literally just said it's about a kidney donation that went terribly awry. What? What? Everybody's like, what?
Yeah, this story actually went viral recently on TikTok. A young woman by the name of Colleen revealed that she went under the knife to help save her boyfriend's life about 6 years ago.
Wait a minute, can we just talk about how they were the same blood type that this worked? Like, how convenient is that you were dating?
Like, blood type? I don't even know mine.
I'm A positive.
I don't know.
All the blood I've
hope I don't ever really need to know.
You should know that. That's important.
That's what I feel like.
In case I need a blood transfusion, like
yes,
that.
Yeah, because
that's why I said I hope
to figure it out.
I don't need to know. Like I hope I don't have to.
You're not wrong, but
I gotta check up in a few weeks. I'm gonna find out then because I've been meaning to like find out and I forget every time I'm at the doctor. So I'm like, okay. But anyway, so Colleen revealed how when they first met, he opened up to her about how he's been struggling with chronic kidney disease since he was 17. And she said that she wanted to get tested to see if she were a match because she didn't want him to die. I mean, I get
reasonable.
it. With somebody, you don't want them to pass, so I get it. Luckily for the couple, the surgeries were a huge success and both of them made a full recovery. However, Colleen says she never in a million years would have thought that the man she donated a kidney to would cheat on her 7 months later. He traveled to Vegas with a group of friends and cheated, but Colleen still gave him a second chance. Then 3 months after that, the boyfriend called Colleen on the phone to officially call it quits and explained to her, if we are meant for each other, God will bring us back together in the end. He had the nerve.
It'd be that way sometimes.
I should have brought your ass closer to God. That's what I should have done. Let your ass get closer to God real quick.
Let me tell you
trying to be a comedian. Like that's not funny.
Let me tell you what's wrong with this story here. Now, okay, you're not wrong. I get that. It felt like you did her dirty a little bit, but at the same time, if you're giving if you're giving of yourself, you should be giving without seeking out retribution. Like you should just be giving.
Fair, which I get. If you are giving anything, you should give it with the expectation you're not gonna get it back. If that's
you're not getting the kidney back, you gave it away.
Or you should do it out of the.
I mean, she can take it back.
You can't take it back.
I ain't even gonna be mad. I'll just want myself back. That's all.
And I'm not saying he should have stayed with it if he didn't really be with it, but you got the nerve to cheat on me and then break up talking about if God wants us to be together. Don't give me that. I'm gonna send you to see God. How about that?
How do you?
I think he probably said that he cheated so that she could break up with him. Like that was his way out. He was just like, maybe he really
that's
did.
A good point.
No, so
but he probably really did
cheat. He got caught cheating, and then 7 months later,
how you get caught in Vegas?
Well, in Vegas? He was in Vegas. She was at home.
That's what I'm saying. Who was in Vegas to see him?
He traveled to Vegas with a group of friends and cheated, but Colleen still gave him a second chance. So 3 months after that,
so we don't know if he got caught or if he told on himself.
He might have told on himself.
Yeah, that could have been his way out.
Right. He was like,
but then he should have walked away right then. Why carry on for 3 more months?
He should have just broke up.
He probably felt guilty. He got a whole fucking kidney.
At this point, we're speculating, so it doesn't even matter. The facts are, she gave him her kidney. He cheated. She took him back, and then he broke up with her. Those are the facts.
She shouldn't have took him back anyway.
That's what I'm
saying. She shouldn't have gave him a kidney. I'm sorry, we gotta be married.
What? Wait a minute now. Hold up. Now let's go back in time.
A boyfriend?
You could save somebody else's life, and you're not gonna do it.
I mean, if we're not married,
I don't know because I don't know how good my other kidney is. I did a lot of drinking in my 20s. I don't know.
It's your liver, but that's fine. Number two,
that's not it. Oh,
renal failure generally doesn't happen from that type. I mean, I can if you're really, really going hard, but I don't think you went that hard. I was there. I don't remember.
What causes problems in your kidney? Let me go Google. Okay, keep talking.
I mean, renal failure can be from a lot of different things, but regardless, all I'm saying is simply this. You gave the kidney away. You gave it away. All right, it happened. Okay, you gave it away, boo. You can't do nothing about it now. You gave it away.
Right.
It's gone. It's his kidney. Now, at that point, he felt healthy again. Felt like he was ready to do some fucking. I get it. I understand. He was ready. He got healthy again. When you healthy and you don't take your health for granted, he's like, I can't waste my life anymore. I can't waste my life anymore. I gotta go after it for me. I get it, bro. Look, I've been watching Power.
He had a near-death experience.
Right here. He did. He really did. Like,
I wish it came with like kind of like the little pig heart thing. Like, maybe if I give you my kidney, they can have some kind of like remote control to where like if you act up, I can just turn it off and make it stop working.
You are devious. That's so insidious right there. That is wildly fucked up. You seen the movie Repo
Man?
But
do you want somebody to be with you just because you gave them
That's what I'm saying.
They don't really want
what she look like. We don't even know what she looks like. She could be busted.
No, she was pretty. I saw her on TikTok.
We saw her best picture. We saw her best picture.
No, she was literally just talking in the video looking regular, but she was pretty.
I'm gonna take a look at her right quick and see what was going on here.
Type in Colleen kidney donation TikTok or something like that.
I only know one good looking Colleen. I've met some other ones. They didn't look too good. So I mean,
she was pretty. But moral of the story, ladies, don't be giving these men your organs unless you got a ring.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if my lady need my kidney, I'm giving her the kidney. If she want to leave, she want to leave.
As you should.
That's on her. That's on her. If she leaves, she leaves. Whatever.
As you should. As a man, you should. Would y'all give me a kidney if I needed it?
Of course, I'm giving you my kidney, man. You know,
I can't agree to that. I don't know.
Oh, bestie.
I know, but I gotta be honest. I don't know.
I don't know. Something tells me that Leslie and I have the same blood type. Like I can feel it. Like I feel like it's.
I feel like we really twins in real life. Like
we probably have the same blood type.
We don't, Leslie. So the option wouldn't even be there. So don't even work. I wouldn't even have the option.
I ain't going to Toulouse no more. How about that?
Wow.
No, that hurts me. That hurts me more than it hurts you.
Wow.
Wow.
I should have known as soon as you said you was gonna turn off the kidney that you just kind of petty. What the hell?
I mean, that's low key.
No,
really
that would hurt
petty.
me more than what hurt you. I'm definitely still going. I ain't turning that down.
I just feel like for the rest of her life, now she has a very interesting story to tell, and so does he. And you know, it'll be cool. And low key, maybe one of these days they'll be sitting down eating dinner, talking about this, and have a good laugh.
What is cute? She'll get another man. She'll be all right.
Yeah, she's pretty. Does it ever happen though? Like you give up your kidney and then later on in like you need a back, can you be like, say, let me get that back real quick. Like
they only have one, so no. What do you want at that point? Like you can't. No.
What if they're like dying at the same time that you need your kidney back, and then just have like, can you get it back? Or
well, that's like, fine. If they're dead,
no, you about to go
dead.
anyway. Let me go ahead and get my kidneys back.
Does it still work? Because it's already been used like twice in two different bodies.
No,
so
it's probably fine.
During conversation we probably had on here.
It's probably fine.
So
I mean, low key, we could probably get somebody on who can give us the exact answer. I know a couple.
Because somebody's listening. Like these dumbass.
Somebody's like, nigga, of course you couldn't get a shit back. Well, no, it's probably fine.
What you think?
If you've had an organ donated to you or you donated an organ, please reach out to us because I really want to have this conversation. I'm curious.
Why did you sound like that commercial that'd be like, if you or anybody you know has suffered from mesothelioma?
Mesothelioma, oh my God. He said, please call
this. That's immediately
you
what
may
I
be
thought
entitled to damages. Oh my gosh.
They gonna be saying that about COVID and these vaccines and everything else. And child, we're gonna be in the history book for sure.
Is there anything else on this bulletin board? It's been wild already.
That was enough mess. I'm gonna keep my ears to the streets and report back next week.
And we're back to the Millennial Masterclass podcast. So this week, guys, we've been fascinated by just the idea of nostalgia, but like we just kept talking about how like these kids will never know. And we had like just a rant about this. We're like, man, these kids won't never know this. They won't never know that. So today we're going to dedicate a whole episode to this shit. These Gen Zers, Gen Alphas will never fucking know. Like they don't understand the hardships. Okay. They just don't get it. Producer, take it away.
All right. So I thought it'd be fun if we each came with just a few different statements of what today's kids will never know. So I'll start with mine and then we can just go around the table and blurt out what we found. But first thing I would say, today's kids will never know the unique horror of buying an entire album just for one particular single that you loved and just finding out the rest of the album sucks. Versus now they can just have streaming, get whatever single they want, and don't even have to listen to the whole album. But we was collecting whole CDs out here, just praying it was all about.
I mean,
they had lyrics and shit in the CD album.
They did.
Yeah,
that's how I learned so many songs. That's why I still to this day know so many. The whole Blue Stars and stuff. Well, I used to go on AZ Lyrics and like
AZ Lyrics. Wow, way before Jesus.
I had a whole binder printed out of just lyrics of all these different songs.
Oh, you was born for karaoke. Okay,
I just listened to them a bunch. I didn't ever write them down, but like that's pretty ingenious though. I mean,
we did both. We either listened to it over and over, or we had a binder full of lyrics, and that's how we got our
like
lyrics.
Every Twister song I listened to at least 1,000,000 times, which is why I be sticking those verses to this day.
I still don't
like,
know.
If Freaky Things come on right now, I'm rapping every word. That's all I know.
We'll have to test you on that.
It won't be a test. It'll be a murder scene because I'm gonna kill it. This is all there is to it.
Okay, murder scene.
Okay. All right, what else you got, Leslie?
Today's kids will never know the torture of dial-up internet.
Fuck, that's on mine.
My bad.
They won't, and hopefully no one ever will know it again. Hopefully, no.
Right. I don't see why they would. We're not going back to the Stone Ages.
You know what? Interestingly enough, so AOL is still active. Like dial-up still works. Like you can still dial up. Right. Wow. And there were a lot of older people that were finding out that still were paying for it and didn't realize they were paying for it. So, if your grandparents are still paying for dial-up, make sure they switch, y'all.
My grandma never had internet. So I don't worry about that. Let me see. Today's kids will never know the satisfying feeling of slamming down a receiver or like slamming down a flip phone.
You know what's really funny about that? Kids today will literally ask you why you say hang up the phone. They will ask you and say, why do you say hang up? Because they've never seen it. They have no idea.
So what do they say?
What do they say?
In the call.
Oh. In the call.
I didn't know. I was thinking so hard. I'm like, press down.
In the call.
In the call. I don't even say hang up anymore. I say in the call.
What?
Yeah, because what am I hanging up? I've hung up nothing.
I still say I'm gonna hang up.
Yeah, I definitely say I'm about to hang up.
I mean, sometimes if I'm not thinking about it, but I actively try to think about it.
But what if you're trying to cut somebody out? Like, I know you ain't hang up on me. I know you ain't in the call on me.
That's what I would say. It. That's exactly what would happen.
Yeah, like I know you ain't hang up on me. Yeah, that's totally different from. I know you
ain't just in this call. I know you ain't. No, I've done.
That's whack. That's whack.
I know you ain't just in this call. I know you ain't just in this motherfucker. No, I've definitely. It's definitely happened.
Now we practicing delivery. Right. I know.
I mean, I've said it. It's occurred. I don't know what to tell you. I've real life experiences. Another one, ma'am. Another.
In the same vein of cell phones, today's kids will never know what it was like before everyone had cell phones and you had to use your family's home phone to call your friend's home phone and ask their parents if you could talk to them. And don't let it be like a kid of the opposite sex. Say if you're me and like, hey, can I please talk to Mark? So we're like vice versa, or they're calling your parents to talk to you. Like, today's kids don't have to worry about that.
No, what's funny is that when I was younger, we would often three-way call each other. And since I had the best phone voice, I would always be the one to talk to the parents. Like, and it'd be like my boy on the line, like, hey, yo, man, you set that shit up, G. I'd be like, hey, how are you? I'd love to speak with Matt. And then she'd be like, oh,
my mom hanging up as soon as it's a boy. She's hanging up.
No, because I had the rapport. I was like, oh, how are you, man? What's going on? It's wonderful. Is Madeline around? She said she'd be around right now. Do you think we could talk to her? She said, oh, yeah, sure. I like that boy. Seems great.
That's funny. The only one my parents used to be talking with my like male best friend back in the day, Harry. He used to call all the time. He used to talk all the time. And yeah, that was pretty much the only one. Other than that, no other boys.
No, I think
I would have to have a girl call my phone on the three-way with the boy also on the phone, and then she just sits there and then we talk.
We never had those issues.
Listening.
I don't know if she put the phone down or what, but
Well, whoever started the call had to stay on the phone line. Whoever, because you
I don't know, but I'm saying I don't know if she just sat the phone down and wasn't listening, or she was listening. But I mean, what could we have been talking about? Nothing.
You never know. We had some deep conversations back there. I'll never forget.
Did we? Talking about no shit.
We for sure did. I know the people I was talking to. We had some deep conversations. In fact, we ended up talking about this on Twitter one day because I was talking to shout out to Jamara and shout out to AJ. Two people I was talking to on the phone. We had to have a very long. We'd be on the phone for like 6 hours talking about all kind of shit.
Y'all have homework?
I mean, we did, but it was the summer. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Oh, okay.
Y'all had homework?
No homework.
I was studious. I did my homework.
Over the summer? Stop it.
Yes.
Yeah, we had summer. You didn't have summer homework?
My mother would assign us stuff, but no, we didn't have summer homework.
No, we ain't.
I used to have to write book reports in the summertime.
Oh no!
Wow, in Philadelphia?
I didn't go to school in Philadelphia. Just throwing that out there, but yes, in my school district, we had to like read a book over the summer, write a whole paper and stuff.
They would suggest stuff, but
fun, but we didn't have to.
No.
My mother would gave us a list of books and everything. That's crazy.
They gave us a suggested reading list, but it wasn't mandatory.
Correct.
But I used to go to the library and check them out anyway.
My mother will hear this and she's gonna confirm this. She probably will comment, but like she would assign us stuff. She would give us assignments. She would be
Your mama was a teacher?
No, she would just give us assignments. She will tell you that she is my first teacher and my best teacher if you were to ask her. But she would just give it. She'd be like, all right, now I want you to go in the encyclopedia and you're gonna write me a report on something. I'm like, what am I writing you a report on? Whatever, but it better be done when I get home. Like, all kind of crazy stuff.
Damn, okay.
Probably know a bunch of random shit to this day.
Did y'all used to write letters to your friends, like Shauna for the girls? Did y'all used to like write letters or like write in a notebook and exchange notebooks and stuff?
Oh yeah, we would do that.
We like pass. That's how you would pass notes and stuff.
Dang, good times. I think I had a shoebox full of all my letters from like middle school. It might still be at the house.
Do kids even still write notes, or is it just straight text messages?
Do kids still even write? Like they don't write in cursive anymore. Like
yeah, that was one of mine too. Cursive. They don't know anymore.
Oh, my bad. I don't mean to take it.
That's okay. No, it's I got plenty. I got a full list.
We used to have to practice, cursive, but kids today don't learn cursive. It's weird.
But they probably can type better than we can.
When you get to high school, you're only going to write in cursive. I get to high school, I didn't write one thing in cursive the whole time I was there, except like on the SATs when they asked you to copy a line in like cursive. That's the only time I feel like I wrote in cursive my whole time I was in high school. I'm like, what are y'all talking about?
Except to write a note so people was harder to read, maybe.
Right.
All right, but Leslie, what you got? Is that all you got?
I got another one. So today's children will never know the struggle of exceeding the number of characters during texting and using every possible shorthand so we don't get charged for 2 texts. Because remember, they used to charge per text, and our parents paid the bill, so we could not.
Like 10 cents per text or something. It was crazy.
How crazy was that?
My brother
conversation,
is the reason.
Like, what? Damn.
No, I'll never forget. Like, because I didn't like texting. I didn't even get texting until like I was at Howard. Like I didn't even have it for real because I didn't use it. I didn't like texting. I'd rather talk to me on the phone. Don't fucking text me. Like the joke used to be always, if you do commit a crime, text Tristan because I never see it. And now you've told somebody. But like my brother is the reason we stopped having texting because he texted and sent a bunch of texts. He racked up like $200 in texts. He sent a bunch of texts.
Oh no.
And so then Dad was like, yeah, y'all not having texting. I'm like, oh, okay. It didn't bother me. I think he was hurt, but it didn't bother me. So I'm
glad they got rid of that because that sucked. I got an honorable mention too. Today's kids will never know how to play Minesweeper because neither did we. To this day, I still don't know how to play that game.
Oh, What's
that? Is that the game, the little dots?
No,
it's
like
the bomb. The little squares, and you press it's a number, and then you press one. It's like a bomb that blows up or whatever.
Okay,
one of those first computer games.
So that game had rules. You didn't just press buttons.
It did.
I don't know how to play.
I'm like, I didn't know it was a strategy.
The first time you press it, you are guessing because you don't know where on the board it is. But then once you see the 1 or the 2, it lets you know on how many sides there's a bomb. So then you were easier to kind of figure it out. It was basically guess and check as you were going, but you had to reason it out. And then once you got all the bombs, it would make the little smiley face. I did it a couple times. It was cool.
These kids got like Angry Birds and what's the little temple running game?
Temple Run is my shit though.
I used to play that. Yeah.
And we had a game with bombs and circles. That's why.
I mean, we had other shit too.
Oregon Trail.
We had Pokemon. Okay, I didn't play that one. But we had Pokemon.
What? You didn't play Oregon Trail?
Not when Doom existed.
Oregon Trail was way before that.
But Doom is better.
We had Oregon Trail on our computer. I remember we got our first computer in 95. I was 5. It was a black compact computer. I used to love that thing.
Wow. Talk about a walk down memory lane.
Right.
I used to be set up in the dining room. Yep, I remember.
Sean, what you got?
Y'all ready? I'm about to give y'all my 5. Okay.
Drop it on us.
So I'm gonna just speed through mine. 1, the 100-book challenge. Did y'all have to do that when y'all were in elementary school?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Oh my gosh. So there was like this, it was like, I thought it was a countrywide thing. I don't know, one of those presidents had it as an initiative or something where like, you would try to read 100 books throughout the school year. So we had like a log and everything. And every time you hit like a marker, your class would have a full ass.
I know what you're talking
party.
about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
It was like a whole thing.
Was it individually or per class?
Per class.
Both.
Oh yeah.
They would
yeah.
do both. So all of the students in the class, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, because if you did it and you read a certain amount of books, you would get like personal pan pizzas. Then if the class did, they would get a pizza party. We used to get
personal pan pizzas.
Yeah, but it was all about like how many books you read and stuff.
Because my brother would do it. He was pretty good at it. He would speed.
Yeah, that's my shit, man. I was out there and I used to I used to be crying when my mom didn't sign my book log. And I'm like, I did read this book, but it didn't count if you didn't get the signature.
Right.
But okay.
Is that where you first learned to forge your signature?
Yeah, absolutely. Because when I have a really embarrassing story about how I was in like kindergarten or first grade, and like they wrote a letter to my mom for me to give, and she had to sign it, but I was so scared I was going to get in trouble, and so I signed it. I didn't fucking know how to spell my mom's actual name, so I wrote mom.
Oh the fuck! You wrote mom
in a cursive, like I knew.
He's an MOM. Boom. That's it.
Not mom.
Bro, what? My teacher was like, did your mom sign this? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, mom. My mom. She's a mom. Mom's had it.
Bro, my mom.
What?
Bro, I only got like 3 ass whoopings in my life, and that was one of them. Like,
You only got 3? That's nice.
Yeah, that's probably why I am how I am. But I didn't really get ass whoopings. I just used to like have to stand in the corner and hold books and shit.
No,
there go one. So I had one I needed to replace because Leslie stole one. But when I used to, today's kids will never know anything about phone books. When I used to get in trouble, I used to have to hold the phone book in the fucking corner and face the wall, bro. Like my mom really made me do that shit. But they don't even know what a phone book is or how heavy that is.
I used to love hitting my sibling with the phone book. That's
Are you evil?
No, because we were just messing around. They might hit me with it. But I used to be obsessed with like people that could tear phone books in half. Like I used to love seeing that happen. Like there used to be a bunch of like, you know, like on Bill Nye would have it, all kind of things, and people would just tear phone books in half.
The science guy.
Bill.
Today's kids will never know.
No, they will. They will know that because he had a little special.
I didn't know him.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So another one of mine. Today's kids will never know that cars used to have lighters in them.
That's a really good one. That's a really good one.
Now we use that for our chargers, but that used to be a lighter.
Cigarette lighter, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember one time.
Last one.
Oh, go ahead, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, just speaking of smoking, like where you can't do it anymore. I remember I was sitting in class one time. This is in Dougie Hall, Frederick Douglass Hall, for those who don't know, on Howard's campus. And the professor was like,
I never heard it called that.
Dougie? Oh, he's called Dougie all the time. You never called it Dougie?
Missed that mark.
Okay, whatever. Not a big deal. Anyway, regardless, the point is, well, I was sitting in class and he was like, you know, it's not uncommon back in the 70s when I was teaching here. I was like, wow, bro, you told on yourself. Thanks for letting us know you've been here forever. And then he was like, yeah, to see this room filled with smoke. Because you used to be able to smoke in the classrooms. I had no idea.
No, you could smoke on airplanes.
Well, of course.
Everywhere.
Right, everywhere.
You could smoke in the classrooms. He's like, yeah, everybody would just be lighting up and I'd be in the middle of my lecture. He said, sometimes I would even light up in the middle of the lecture. I was like, God damn.
Wow. I'm glad they got rid of that because nobody wants to smell all that smoke. It's worse than going to Vegas. Still doing it in casinos, but nobody want that.
Okay. And my last one was those little paper games we used to play, or like when you would put the paper, fold the paper into what it looked like a fortune cookie. You write numbers on the outside, and you're like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they have to guess a color. Y'all never played?
Yeah,
we did, but they still do that, don't they?
It's called fortune or something.
Don't kids still do that?
Like that?
I don't know. I haven't seen them do
I thought it was called a cootie catcher. Like it was for catching cooties.
Your husband and what age you would get married and all that.
Oh, like MASH.
MASH. That's what it's called. Yes, we used to play all those games. MASH.
Remember? No, that one called MASH. MASH was one you wrote on the paper and you wrote like the MASH at the top. You put your future husband's names, your car,
you're gonna get married, all that.
Yeah. But
I'd like to see a couple of those. If viewers have them, send those in. We'd like to read a couple.
Bro, I wish I still had those. Those probably were crazy. I'm sure mine probably said I was gonna marry Lloyd.
Lloyd,
I was obsessed. I was obsessed.
When Hey Young Girl came out, you think he was talking to
me? Hey young girl. He was talking to me.
Wow. Okay, well.
He was. But okay, that's all I have for my 5. What you got, Tris?
All right. I actually made a list of 23, but we're not going to read all 23.
Okay, no, we only have time for 5.
We don't. You're absolutely right. Okay, so the kids today will never know the agony, and this actually comes from Thomas Rodriguez on Twitter. I searched the Twitters for all of these, and kids today will never know the agony and the thrill of going to Blockbuster for one movie, finding it out of stock, and then picking up something random and discovering your new favorite movie.
That part.
Okay, that's a good one.
Blockbuster was my shit.
On Fridays were so much fun. You get the pizza, then you go to Blockbuster and go home and watch it. Good times.
I mean, honestly, I don't think it was movies we got. It was the video games for us. Like we must have rented every video game from fucking Blockbuster. Good times. Apparently, there's still one that exists. Like there's still one Blockbuster open.
I think I heard about that, right? Haven't they made it more like a kind of museum Blockbuster shrine type of thing?
I think it kind of is, yeah. There was like a documentary about
like
it. Like
the middle of nowhere or something, but
I forgot where they said it is. I can't remember, but I remember hearing about it.
But like, are we gonna go? We're not gonna go. Yeah, like, what we going for? To do what? To rent a video?
It sounds like you want to go. Like unless you want to make a field trip.
I'm okay on that. I mean, for an Instagram photo, maybe.
Sure how to read it.
Maybe perhaps for an Instagram photo.
I mean, if it's close to our locations, it's like whatever. But
it's
like
in Oregon.
Oh hell no!
Oh no! Everybody go to Oregon.
We ain't going.
Oregon. They've got a off with LA or something or New York. Like,
nah, because if it's near Portland, then people are definitely going because Portland's a weird fucking place. So like that tracks if it's near Portland.
I don't know. Sorry, Portland.
People in Portland know it's weird. They know that. That's not even a secret. They're like, yeah, it's fucking weird here. It's real. But I do have another one here. Today's kids will never understand having a portable CD player. Okay.
Oh man,
that one was like that big.
Oh man, and then my coat used to have a compartment for the CD player. Then it had the little thing that you put your headphones through.
Headphones in.
Yeah, I had all the CDs. And then also in tandem with that, the kids will never know burning a CD for a friend.
Ooh, from LimeWire.
We were
talking about it, Kazaa.
You better get on it.
All of that. We put so many viruses on a computer. We went through like 2 computers.
I swear I used to be way more tech savvy. We used to be out here building websites on MySpace. Now I'm just like, what is going on?
Black Planet, we were coders. Like we did all that little marquee stuff across.
Oh yeah, you had to like put the code in there and everything.
Yes, we were so tech savvy. What happened? I should have stuck with that.
Honestly, I miss MySpace. I wasn't going to mention it because it's on the list, but I'm going to throw it out there. Kids today will never know the joy of MySpace.
Mm-hmm. They ain't going to know how to make no website like we did.
But did it not have everything that all these sites have? It had videos, it had pictures, it had quizzes,
and music.
It had music, it had backgrounds, it had color. It was the best probably social media. And it had a top 8 so you could section niggas off. I like you niggas and not you niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like it was.
That's how you let people know y'all either broke up, you feel what it is.
You got on my nerves today.
People would get into fights. Nigga, you moved from your top 1? I can't even believe. Why am I 3 now? It doesn't matter. What to say?
I used to make Tom my top 1 just so I ain't had to make nobody one.
Wow, that's real.
Y'all know MySpace Tom.
Right. That's
what is he doing these days? Chilling, count his money.
He just said
what if he works for like Meta on the low? Like, what if he works with like Mark?
I think probably a billionaire somewhere, you know.
I wouldn't be surprised. I do have another one here. I have 2 more. Okay. The kids will never know having to go inside the gas station to ask for directions. Have you never done that?
I never did that.
I never pulled over at a gas station to ask for directions.
I wouldn't even understand how to take directions that somebody gave me because they'd be like, go up there, go past the McDonald's, about 1-2 lights. And
I 35 and then make a right at the light on Route 66.
If you get to the church, you went too fast. I'm not doing none of that shit.
One of my favorite stories comes from me having to go to a truck stop to ask for directions. Like we were coming back from Six Flags.
To a truck stop sound country.
And there's a lot in Illinois. It's just what it is. And I had to go in there, and then I was like, "Yo, bro, how do I get back to 64?" And then the attendant didn't know, but it was an old black truck. I'll never forget. He said, "Oh, 64. All right, I'll tell you that. So you won't take 255. All right, you won't take that till you get to exit 20. And once you get to exit 20, you're home free." I was like, "Thank you. Oh my God, that was so simple." And then I had people in the car. They're like, "Do you know where you're going?" Like, shut the fuck up. I know exactly where we're going now because I have the way. I have it. So yes, shout out to that trucker gentleman. I appreciate you, bro. And shout out to a Highway 255 and 64, Southern Illinois. Yes. But this one is kind of funny to me. It had me laughing. This is a tweet, and it said, "My coworker just told me I'm old because I know Lil Bow Wow and Lil Romeo." It was like listening to the Littles back then, like those Littles.
Lil Zane, Lil Wayne,
Lil Bow Wow, Lil Romeo, all the Littles. If you knew the little combination, you old.
Because they're not little no more.
No, they're not. No, well, I mean in stature, but not like
Lil Corey. Y'all remember
Lil Corey. Wow.
My first time. I revisited his CD like a few months back. And it still cranks. It still cranks to this day. I still knew every word like muscle memory. I'm like, come on, Lil Corey. He had changed his name and came out with a song a few years back. It was a popular song too. I have to look it up while we're talking, and I'll let you know in a second.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Little fun fact.
All right. But yeah, that concludes all of them. Though I do have an honorable mention one because I know we didn't do it as much. But waiting for your favorite song to come on the radio and then try to record it. And then like when the DJ is talking, you're like, nigga, if you don't shut up so I can get this whole song. Like, because I know a lot of people at that point, they were like, I'm gonna get it from Kazaa or whatever. But I would still download my shit on the radio every once in a while. I would still tape it from the radio. Like, have you ever used a cassette, Sean?
Yeah.
I had to ask. You was looking at me like I was crazy.
I was reading something. I know I can't see. I was looking at the screen. I was like,
oh, that's right.
I know I got my glasses.
I looked it up. He switched his name from Lil Corey to Bando Jones, and then back in 2014 had that song "Sex You." Y'all remember that?
Oh, I know Bando Jones. Yeah, I remember that.
That was Lil Corey.
Oh wow, great!
What that's a total name change, Bando.
Well, I mean, Titty Boy did he? 2 Chainz.
But I'm sure he was way too old to be Bando anybody.
I mean, probably not. That's probably way more fitting because he probably was in the Bando.
I'm done with this. Okay. I ain't got nothing nice to say.
Oh, Lord. Anyway, well, is that everything, ladies? Is that all we want to cover?
Yeah, I think we can go to the next segment and keep this little nostalgia going.
All right, then. Well, let's do that then. All right. And we're back with the section where we have the most fucking fun, where we get to go out, stretch our limbs, a little something. It's time for research. I felt like I saw that shit happen in slow motion. I was like, and the lips, and boom, boom. I was like, it was happening. That was how it looked on my end. Yes, that's exactly correct.
That's hilarious. But all right, so today for our music segment of Recess, we are going to talk about songs that today's kids will never know. Leslie, do you want to take us away?
Sure. I have a little mixture of songs here. First one
it's gonna be Craig David.
No, because everybody knows Craig David. Anybody forget about Craig? We love Craig David over here. Okay.
The only Craig we know is from Friday, but go ahead.
Whatever.
I fuck with Craig David. That's my guy.
That's my twin.
Can you feel me?
Hey, we're gonna turn this to karaoke real quick. But number one, Willa Ford, I Want to Be Bad.
Ooh, that's my jam. I wanna be bad. Yeah. And make that look so good.
Shauna, please
get that purple Lamborghini in the video, remember?
Shauna, you don't know this song? She's too young for us, Tristan.
It's a YT song, that's all. It's just a YT
song. Tristan, I know you know this one. Lou Bega, Mama Number 5.
Oh my God. That was literally everything. I loved it.
Come on,
a little bit of Sandra in the sun.
Yeah.
A little
Remember
bit
that, Sean?
All night
Stop asking me.
Nigga, do you really not know that song?
No, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Sean, what the fuck are you talking about? Mambo Number 5, Lou Bega?
It was such a hit. Everybody was singing it. It was in commercials.
Kids. I really don't know what you guys are talking about. Can you just stop bullying me and just go on?
Continue on.
Okay, so you have to know this one. This was a hit show on ABC Family when we grew up. S Club.
Hey.
Ain't no party like an S Club party. Shauna.
S Club.
Wait a minute. Maybe she knows the other one. Never Had a Dream Come True.
Sing a little bit. She ain't gonna know it.
Dream come true till the day that I found. Really? Wow.
Oh, that actually sounds more familiar. No, seriously, that sounds.
Never Had a Dream Come True was their biggest hit. That was a hit.
All right, that did sound familiar. That other one, I never heard that.
S Club was, you had to watch the show to hear that one.
Right. But it was a whole show that they were on.
But Never Had a Dream Come True. I still run that one. That's a jam.
All right, what else you got?
Do y'all remember that? I know Tristan gonna know this one. The Darkness. I Believe in a Thing Called Love. I believe in a thing called love. Just a little bit of.
Wait, you know what's crazy? That was the first karaoke song that was performed when I went to karaoke this past week. That was the very first karaoke song that was performed. That was the very first one. Yes.
Great minds think alike. Shauna, have you heard that one?
You gonna do this for every song, or you just gonna continue the segment? Because I think we should just continue.
I am. Okay. Please tell me y'all remember Samantha Mumba.
Oh my gosh, she was so sexy. I'm gonna tell you right now, Samantha Mumba, like there would be no Rihanna without Samantha Mumba. They didn't even know how to market that until Samantha Mumba came around. Like, oh my God, she was just everything.
I Gotta Tell You on there.
Oh my God, I love Samantha Mumba.
I had a CD. I used to love me some Samantha Mumba. You can tell me that, Shauna. You ain't never heard of Samantha Mumba?
It's fine.
Okay.
This is a bullying segment, and I really like it. Tristan, would you like to go next?
I will go.
Thank you.
Okay, so for music, I'm gonna rattle them all.
Definitely not gonna know these.
I'm gonna rattle them. No, you're gonna know this one. Take Me There, Maya, Blackstreet, and Mace.
Okay.
From
the Rugrats with the hoodie.
Yeah.
I got what you did today.
That great place of wonders and peace.
I was torn about number 2, but I'm gonna go be true to my heart. And I'm gonna do Lil Rue Nasty Song. Cause kids these days will never know that one. I love the way she twerked with no panties on.
I said, won't you put them?
That's right.
Yeah, girl.
Hey, this more Shauna Alley right here.
Lil
I have
Rude.
Damn, you know what? Oh my God, when the Ratchet songs came up, I knew them off.
Yeah, I had the TRL songs. You had the Ratchet ones. So
I was BET Uncut. You were TRL.
Right.
Well, this is definitely a TRL tune right here.
Okay.
The Ghost of You by My Chemical Romance. That was my favorite one off that first album they had. It was the third single off the album. It's the hard rock one because the first one is I'm Not Okay, the second one's Helena, and then the third one was The Ghost of You, the one with the soldier video and everything.
I would have to hear it again to jog my memory. I think I remember which one, but I had to hear it again.
We'll put a little playlist together and have everybody see these. We'll put something together. These other ones people know, but I feel like people don't understand the magic of how magical they were when they came out. Livin' La Vida Loca.
Living La Vida Loca.
That song was everywhere. Now, this is what's crazy. Without that song, you don't get this next song.
Another one.
The thong song, Cisco.
Why is that a sample of that?
Because he says "Living La Vida Loca" in the song. That actually
the sued or something for that, right?
Yeah, and the person that actually wrote that, Desmond Bain or whatever his name is, he actually owns most of the song because of it.
I didn't know that.
Very fascinating. Watch the story of the thong song. Very good. Vice did it.
I didn't finish, but I didn't realize until I did that song karaoke that it's literally the same verse 3 times over. He just takes it up an octave each time.
But how do you not know that? That's like the best part.
I never paid attention to the lyrics other than that. I was just singing it over and over. I never paid
What's
attention.
What's really crazy is that without the Beatles, we don't get that song because it's an Eleanor Rigby sample. Well, it's a Wes Montgomery sample. It's Wes Montgomery's cover of Eleanor Rigby. And that's what you hear in the beginning. So gotcha. Just right there. And then the last two honorable mentions, I Like the Way, The Kissing Game by High Five. Love that tune.
The way.
That's right. And then Creed, Higher.
Can you take me higher?
Sean, you got to know that one. You got to know that one. That's crazy if you don't.
Sing it again.
How Can you take me higher? You got to sing it just like that because that's how he sounds.
Is that how they sound? Is it like
that's really how it sounds?
Country? Okay,
no.
I only knew the Ratchet songs from your list. I'm sorry.
That's fine. It's your turn, man. What you gonna do? What you got?
Okay, so I've been thinking of songs as you guys were talking because I did not do this segment of my homework. My apologies, but the songs that I came up with as you guys were talking were Hit 'Em Up Style.
Ooh, that's a good one. Blue Sand Trail.
On my list of the honorable mentions.
No,
when you man
wanna get just come like a Hit 'Em Up Style on that same accord.
Sunshine Anderson.
These kids, no, I thought that everybody heard it all before. Okay. No matter how old they are, I thought that was okay.
That's great.
But they all might not know what would you do if your son was at home?
Oh, City High.
All alone on the bathroom floor because he's hungry.
Yeah.
And the only way to feed him is sleep with a man.
Can we talk for real now? Can we talk for real? Can we just talk for real? Why are you mentioning that song when Eve City High Caramel exists?
Because I think everybody should know that, but that's probably true.
That's a good point. They should, but they don't because you don't realize how vicious Eve is.
Love the caramel, but okay. You don't go there. Tristan, I thought about this when you named one of your songs. What did you name? The little club dancey song everybody do? Whatever the fuck.
Lil Ru?
Living La Vida Loca.
Then
you think of, hey, Macarena, Macarena, Macarena.
Hey, we still have the skate ring outside.
And my last one that I just thought of was a skating ring song as well. Because we used to do YMCA.
And the hokey pokey.
Everybody knows that song.
Skating ring.
Everybody knows that song.
I don't know if they still do that, but that shit used to be a hit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a hit.
It's still a hit.
It's still a hit for us.
I still go Macarena on this.
You know what's crazy? You can't go to the YMCA and do the same things you used to do there, which is wild. You can't go stay at the YMCA. You can't do that anymore. Like, they don't have rooms anymore.
Totally different. But I enjoyed this little music segment. This was good. Y'all giving me some songs to listen to for later this week.
I feel like you're not gonna go listen to Willow Ford. I just feel like you're not gonna go do it.
Is that the one you just did with that country singing?
No, that's Creed. That's Higher. But
I'm not gonna do not doing Leslie's list, but I'll do Tristan's list.
At least check out The Ghost of You by My Chemical Romance. You'll like that one. You will like that song. I think so.
I had a good mixture of my list. It wasn't just like the same genre.
Here. Exactly. You got to mix it up.
I had the same one. I'm true to myself and what I know.
I just thought you was going to make a true to your heart joke about Mulan, but it's cool. You got it.
No, but I have seen Mulan, so don't try to quiz me on that either.
Okay.
But anyway, up next, our segment on television shows. We're gonna talk about TV shows kids these days would never know.
I'll let you go first, Sean. You got it.
Oh, bet. I got y'all.
We should rename this movies Sean didn't know. At least mine are gonna be.
That's really petty, Betty, but okay. My 5 TV shows today's kids will never know. Legends of the Hidden Temple.
You know what's crazy? They're bringing that back.
I always wanted to be back.
They're bringing that back. And actually, I was
that shit right now.
I applied to be on it, but they didn't want my application. But
they tripping.
Send me that link. I'm about to apply.
It's over now, but the same studio that does The Circle, I think, is doing it. I think it's
I'm gonna send a bad review.
They
pick you. They tripping.
Yeah, because I applied. It was me and Terrence. We applied. Like I put a little app together for us because I was like, okay, who could I run through a temple with? You know, so
yeah, that's
shit. That should always look so fun to me. But
it looks scary though. But then they can come out the woodwork and grab you.
Just coming out of not fucking with it. But I also feel like I don't know if I would have the stamina now because they really was running through obstacles and shit. Like, whoa, bro. The timer going down, I'll be so tired. Like, oh my gosh.
2 weeks, you'll be straight.
Give me a couple weeks. All right, my next show, The Big Comfy Couch.
I hated that fucking show.
I
hated that show.
Leslie, you don't know that show?
I vaguely remember that one.
Leslie, you don't know that show? Is it surprising?
I remember the name, but I vaguely remember.
I just hated that
white
show.
Girl with them little ponytails, and then she had
I hated her. I wish she didn't exist.
Couch.
The couch was dirty. Couch was dirty. They should have vacuumed it. Fuck that couch.
My next show is the Amanda Show. Amanda, please.
I love the Amanda Show.
Amanda Show. Mm-hmm. That was my shit. Another Nickelodeon show. I had Get the Picture. Did y'all used to watch that show? It was like
I know Get the Picture.
Show. Yeah. That was I'm always a fan of like game shows. It's like my shit. And my last show was a 2-for-1, Room Raiders / Next. Y'all remember that used to come on MTV?
That was the best.
Next was funny as shit.
It was.
Somebody will come off the bus and you look at Next.
The best one, Homegirl like was across the beach.
Swiping
was across the beach. I mean, like he was over here, like 100 yards away. Saw her she was heavy. He saw her get off the bus. It was like a yodeler. He said, "Next."
That ain't right. That ain't right.
And then one girl was really cute, and she was like, she knew she was cute too. He was like, he saw her. He's like, "Next," and she was like, "Why did he say no?" And then they were like, "Y'all, she looks like my mother. It just wasn't gonna go down." I was like, "That's real. That's real."
That's hilarious. Yeah, but also they probably trying to get money too. I think if you said next to everybody, you got to keep the money or something. Yeah,
no, because I literally just watched the episode like 2 weeks ago because it's on Paramount Plus, just for people who
that's hilarious. I gotta check that shit out.
I got Paramount Plus. I need to watch that.
Yeah, it's on there. Not all the best episodes are on there. Actually, there's some whack ones, but either way, so the longer you stayed on the date, the more money you would accumulate. And if you said yes to them, you got a second date. If you said no, you got to keep the money.
Okay. Yeah. Really great show. I love that. And I love Room Raiders. It's people being the face of all of your business. So those was my 5 shows. What you got, Tristan?
Okay.
Tristan, what you got?
Oh, no. Okay. Number 1 is Scrubs. Okay. Scrubs is my favorite show.
Okay.
Oh, with Donald Faison?
Ever.
That black guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, with Zach Braff, John C. McGinley. Love that show. One of my favorite shows ever in life. Not too many sitcoms are better than that show. The way it's constructed, fantastic. Number 2, How I Met Your Mother. Now, they do have a new version of How I Met Your Father with Hilary Duff. It's probably trash because How I Met Your Mother is so fucking good.
I watched that one. I didn't see How I Met Your Mother. I never seen that before, but I am shit to watch the other day, so I watched How I Met Your Father. I don't know if it's good compared to the original since I didn't see but it was just as corny. I mean, it was Hilary Duff in it, so I knew expectations was kind of low, but it was cool.
That's super real. You have to keep it low with Hilary.
I mean to be rude. I'm just saying.
If she was here right now, she would agree. It's fine.
Yeah.
Look, she made So Yesterday. That song wasn't that great, but we bopped to it. Whatever. Anyway, so you know that one. See, so there we go. Ned's Declassified School Survival
Guide. My shit. My kid. Oh, everything about that show was
Cookie.
good.
Oh man, Cookie's my dude.
Oh my god.
Ned, Mose. Fantastic.
I ain't really watching.
Chappelle Show. Kids, they
okay.
don't understand. They just know this man that's laden in controversy. They don't understand how monumental that show was. Chappelle Show changed. The way we
lost
watch
episode.
everything.
Leslie, I'm with you too. I was like, shit,
What?
should I let them know my black card is
Rick James? I'm
involved?
Rick James, bitch.
I saw like the
I've
funny
probably
thing. I saw,
seen
of course, I
that,
saw
but-
Black
Rick James
Bush?
one. I saw the
World Championship Series of Dice? Come on now, y'all.
I saw the He
Every-
should not be named anymore episode.
Let me tell you right now, everybody since then subsequently does their show exactly like he did his. Key and Peele, Carlos Mencia, everybody does it the way Chappelle did his. So like they were just doing Chappelle's show. That's it. That's it.
I've never watched any of their shows though.
You should. They're on Netflix. They're great.
Oh, okay.
Keenan and Kel.
Oh yeah.
Classic.
And
Yeah.
Kel.
Classic.
And then honorable mention to Happy Endings and Hanging with Mr. Cooper and Cousin Skeeter. Yeah.
Okay,
Not all these honorable
also,
mentions. Not 17 honorable mentions.
There were 3 honorable mentions, 5 actual, 3 honorable mentions.
I love the fact that they had, speaking of Cousin Skeeter, that they had Megan Good and
Richard Richard,
Arnaz.
Robin Richard, something like that.
is that
And
Arnaz
Bill
name?
Bellamy was the voice of Cousin Skeeter.
But they were on that new
the
show.
red carpet.
No, they
Oh,
were
you
on
talking
the
about
show
Harlem?
together. They were on
Harlem.
Harlem and they had that little scene and she was like, oh, he looks like my cousin, Skeeter. I was like,
Mhm.
oh.
Mhm.
Oh,
And then-
wow.
And they were on the red carpet with Kyla Pratt, and they took a picture. They was like, "Oh, we're all looking so good still." Da, 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 da.
Yeah, it was a little cute scene that they did in Harlem.
Mhm.
But
Okay,
So-
I'm here for it. Les, it's
all
on
right,
you.
Leslie, what you got, girl?
Let me see. These weren't necessarily my favorites, but these are just the ones that I could think about. So Clarissa Explains It All.
Ooh, that was a great show.
Damn, I forgot about that show.
That was an
Okay.
amazing show. Is it okay that he was going in her room in that ladder? That bothered
I mean,
anybody else?
no.
That was wild.
Now that we're
That was
older and,
wild.
and know better, it's like no.
Oh man, they weren't doing anything. They were cool. It was just he was
But
just
still. Okay, again, not my favorites, but just one I can think about. There, y'all remember the Animaniacs?
oh my god, that's one of my favorite
Yeah.
shows ever in life.
Okay, that was a good one.
Because the
Okay.
Animaniacs, you get Freakazoid. Amazing.
Do y'all remember a show called Zaboomafoo?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I
Ancient
wasn't
show.
sure.
Hell
Y'all
yeah.
Okay.
Let me
Zaboomafoo
see.
was my guy. Actually, he came around more the time my sister was watching. So we when she would watch stuff, we'd end up watching it. But Zaboomafoo
Yeah.
was decent. You know, it was
Yeah.
like an animal version of Jeff Corwin.
Yeah. You know how to spell it, Sean? Zaboom.
That ain't what I
A-
typed in. ZAB.
OOMAFOO.
That's too much. That's too much right there. Zaboom should have been
Zaboom.
enough.
Just put it Zaboom.
Zaboom should have been enough.
No, I never seen this.
Okay.
Because he was a lemur, right?
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember this show, but it looks familiar.
Okay.
Like, I
Yeah.
don't remember what happened.
Thankfully, today's kids will never know Teletubbies.
Why not? Teletubbies were decent. They were decent.
Teletubbies were weird.
Creepy as hell and
Weird.
scary. But I enjoy Teletubbies. They're
Very
cool.
weird. And then my last one would be the best show ever, Gullah Gullah Island.
I don't know if the best show ever, but it was a good show.
Mm.
Y'all tripping.
It was cool.
Let's play together in the bright sunny weather. Let's all go to Gullah Gullah Island.
I just felt like all the black
Ooh.
shows were
Can I
overly
have
cheesy, and it was annoying sometimes.
Very much so. Can I have another honorable mention? And this is it.
Mention
Okay.
it.
But I just came to my head. Gumby.
Oh,
Y'all
fuck
remember
yeah.
all the time.
No, that was my
That's
shit. Like,
Have you
I
ever gone back to
enjoyed
watch
Gumby.
the Gumby skits on SNL that Eddie Murphy used to do?
No,
Mm-mm.
You should. It's kind of funny.
you might have to send me that because I used to love Gumby, so I thought that was definitely a good one.
Okay.
But last but not least, what I say without least? I don't know
Yeah.
where that came from. Last but not least, our movie segment. So we're going to talk about movies that today's kids will never know.
Or Shauna.
Terrible. I'm gonna start this off. I want to start
It's
it
just
off.
because I said one thing earlier. Leslie
No,
been
it's-
trying to bully me this
it's
whole damn
because
episode. I said
it's-
one little joke
no.
about not giving you no kidney, and this is where we go with shit. All right, Tristan, can you
No.
take it away for us with movies?
It's
This ain't
because
right.
I know you're not going to know some of them on mine because this was part of the post I sent in our group the other day. You admitted that you didn't know them. So I already know you're not
I
gonna
mean,
know
that's
some.
real. That's super real. I can't argue with
Go
those
ahead,
type of
Tristan,
facts.
Please. give
The
us
first
some good
movie
movies.
I'm going to give shine to Mr. Robert Townsend, Chicago native director extraordinaire, Meteor Man. Love that movie.
Okay.
Ooh,
1993, excellent film about a man that touches a meteor and gets superpowers and then deals with gang violence in his city. Excellent film. Check it out. You'll love it. Very funny. Star-studded cast.
Yeah. Mhm.
Next up, we're going to do Save the Last Dance. with Sean Patrick Thomas, Julia Stiles.
We thought that white girl was killing it. She was like,
we did. She wasn't doing shit.
This real life ballerina has been doing the whole dance on TikTok and was like, all the comments are like, dang, we thought she ate. Man, looking back at this, we really thought she was doing something. The comments had me dying because we were like, and the ballerina was like, some of these moves just don't make sense, especially to do for Juilliard Child. She was like, but I'm gonna just show them to y'all anyway. I'm just like, bro.
She was giving us pop and hip hop.
She gave us the heel toe, like what, and the whole little chair thing, like. Girl.
Well, it was something they had never seen. Those white folks were dazzled. They were like, what is this? What are these nigger steps?
Nah, black people was dazzled too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought she fucked it up.
Right.
No, it did feel like she did something. But she was off beat though. But it was interpretive, so you were like, all right.
I think we just got the whole story. It was everything else.
I mean, it gave us all the notes. It was a little interracial love story.
Why were we rooting for like Nikki? Now looking back, now that we're adults, like Nikki wasn't wrong. Like we villainized her, and she wasn't wrong.
I was like, crying.
We gotta go back and realize, like,
go watch that whole movie.
We gotta.
I don't think you'll enjoy it as much now.
Okay, all right. Sorry, Tristan. Go ahead.
It's all good. No, let it be. Napoleon Dynamite, 2004.
Okay.
Napoleon
That's
Dynamite.
definitely a millennial movie.
Because that movie right there, like you had to for real watch it. Once you watched it, it got funny. It got funny, but you had to watch it for real.
What's the other one? Bad.
Super bad.
Super bad.
That's actually one of the honorable mentions on my list.
Those are hand in hand. Yep.
Well, yes and no, because Superbad came out 3 years after. Napoleon Dynamite.
But I'm saying, like, they went together as far as like millennial movies that we went hard for. We was like, just like they had us.
I'll never forget that at an assembly one time, we used to have the Bleacher Maniacs. I actually was part of them later. But one of the kids, he dressed up as Napoleon Dynamite and came out and did the dance. And it was the craziest thing. It hit so hard. Shout out to Logan Short, wherever he is. But he came out and did, I'll say his name. I don't give a fuck. He knows what he did. It was great. And so it was great. It was dope. But the other one that I'm going to name, actually two, Fired Up. It was a movie. It actually took place in Illinois, but basically about these dudes, these football players that became male cheerleaders. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I actually saw it in theaters. It was funny as shit.
It limited theaters in Illinois.
Wow, y'all petty as fuck, but that's cool. It was a great movie, and you got to risk it to get the biscuit. Okay, so that's from the movie. I just want to let you know. And then the last movie.
I thought you meant risk it by going to the movies in Illinois.
Deep breath and let's continue on. And the last movie is Enemy of the State with Will Smith and
okay, solid.
1998.
That was his first movie, right?
No. Will Smith's first movie, I believe, was Made in America.
Oh no, I was gonna say that movie where he was in the white people's houses.
White folks.
You're talking about 6 Degrees of Separation?
Yes.
No, that's not the first one. Made in America was first, and then 6 Degrees of Separation. That was like his first starring role. And then after that, that was when he's got the bigger roles. Like that was when your Independence Days and things. And then Bad Boys, because Bad Boys is 95.
Gotcha. I might have to look this up, man, because I don't know. I swore that 6 Degrees of Separation was it.
That was the very first one before Made in America? Because Made in America, he plays a small part. It might be. But we can check on that. Good movie. Who's it on? Is it on you, Les?
It's on Leslie, since she got so many great movies.
All right. So of course, like I said, some of these were on like the little meme I sent y'all in the group chat, but Just Another Girl on the IRT. I know Sean hasn't seen. Do you remember that one, Tristan?
I don't know what the fuck that is. What is that?
Leslie thought she had a friend.
No, it's cool because I'm gonna put this on our social and watch how many people be like, oh my God, that was my movie. Like
all five people that remember it are gonna comment.
No, I'm not hearing that. I'm gonna just put it on my little social so we can get a little poll going. But I'm telling you, that was like, I don't know if it's like a Black girl thing, if it's like Black, New York thing or whatever. And I'm not even from New York, but I saw it when I was younger. But it was like a hood little classic. Also Raising Victor Vargas. I know Sean said she hadn't seen it. Have you seen that one? Raising Victor Vargas?
I don't know who that is.
Bro, y'all tripping. It was on Netflix like last year. They had put it on Netflix, but
I can't tell you that I saw it.
I can't tell you that I saw it. How about this?
Go ahead.
Well, no, before I finish my list, we're going to do it like we did our reboot. We're going to create a list and we're going to do like some posts, see who actually seen the most.
The bully is not ending tonight. You just want to be beefing.
No, not at all. Bronx Tale. Please tell me I've seen the Bronx Tale.
Oh, I love that movie.
Okay.
Now
Shauna?
you just can't leave.
Shauna. Okay. No.
Okay, so I have the answer to the question from before. Will Smith's first movie was Where the Day Takes You, and then it was actually both these movies came out the same year, but the release order was Made in America and then 6 Degrees of Separation.
I literally
What was
have
the
that
first one
information
called?
looked up too.
Yeah, it was. I gotta find it again. I just had it. I had never
Where
even
the
seen
Day Takes
it. Yeah,
You.
Where the
I never
Day
heard
Takes
of
You.
it.
I've never even.
His character name was Manny, and it came out in '92.
That was the first movie. Never saw that one. Made in
And then
America.
Made in
I saw
America.
that one. That was pretty funny. It's Whoopi Goldberg.
That
He only
nigga
plays
name
a
was
small
T.
part.
Cake
Made in
Walters.
We never even got his name in the movie. They just put one there, I'm sure. Because he didn't even really say it. He's like in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
I remember Made in America.
Oh, okay.
And then 6 Degrees of Separation, Bad Boys, and then and that's when Independence Day. And then after that, he's never looked back.
Okay.
All right, what else you got, Leslie?
All right. Y'all remember, some of y'all seen Coneheads.
Of course.
Yes, I've seen Coneheads. There we go.
That is my
I got
shit.
one from your list. The white people with the little Johns.
Yay.
The little Johns.
White
People, you know, with the little John on top of it.
Well, it's not even little. That big ass.
No, it was big as fuck.
John.
It was big as fuck.
Right. All right. And last but not least, Fern Gully. Yeah, I put it on my list. I'm bringing it back around. Fern Gully.
No one cares still.
That's that thing you did the poll about the last
Yeah,
time.
exactly. No one still no one cares. Still no one cares.
Whatever.
So let's go to a list with movies that millennials actually know.
Whatever.
My list has The Never Ending Story.
Oh, that's amazing.
Remember that big ass dog or whatever?
Yeah.
Have you seen all three of them? I love all those movies.
I don't know if I've seen all three.
I think
I stopped after the second one.
The second one is the best one.
What you call that? The VH1. Yeah, I used to rewatch that shit all the time. The Land Before Time.
Oh, hell yeah. You know there's like 13 of them motherfuckers?
You said what?
There's like 13 of them motherfuckers.
There's absolutely hella, yeah. The Breakfast Club.
Oh, hell yeah.
I never watched it.
What?
Nigga,
how you watch The Bronx Tale, but you ain't seen The Breakfast Club?
It didn't keep my attention.
Nigga, what?
Nah, that movie is like that and Ferris Bueller's Day Off are like.
Never watched that one either.
Oh, the Chicago stories right there. Thank you for giving deference to the city of the Chi. I appreciate that. John Hughes, rest in peace, brother.
Very
rest
classic
in peace.
Movies. Very classic.
Leslie, you've for real never seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Nope,
oh, you never seen either one?
Leslie, that's fucking
Ferris
crazy.
had a crazy ass day off.
Yeah, he did.
That shit was good.
In a fucking parade, drove a Porsche, do all kind of stuff, man.
Never
Got
had
out of school.
Crazy ass day. Like that's the kind of when I was in high school, I always imagined my senior skip day being that event.
Just like that.
Went to like IHOP, bro. It was not even exciting. And I think another senior skip day, we went to an amusement park, Dorney Park, which kind of Six Flagish, but not as good. Anyway, my next movie, y'all are gonna be surprised that I picked these kind of movies, but Gremlins.
I love Gremlins.
Oh yeah,
y'all remember Gremlins?
Oh yeah,
bro. So my grandma used to love like scary, freaky ass movies and shit. So this is all we would be watching at her house, which now wouldn't watch that shit.
Fun fact.
So my last one was a weird one. Okay,
I was gonna say the guy that wrote Gremlins is the guy that directed Home Alone and directed the first 2 Harry Potter movies. Chris Columbus.
Okay, this nigga got a little bank.
Okay.
Chris Columbus. Yeah.
My last one is a movie that freaks me out for real. 8-Legged Freaks.
Oh, I love that movie.
Oh God!
Oh my God, I love that movie.
Leslie, it's about like spiders taking over.
I know, but I never wanted to.
I
couldn't do it.
David, that's one of David Arquette's best movies.
My body's still shaking. Oh my gosh! Everything about that movie made my skin crawl.
Kids will never know that.
Kids will never know. I feel like now if you watch it, the quality probably looks.
Oh, it's shitty now. It's terrible.
Like, you ever watch the original like Jurassic Park on regular TV, and you're like, bro,
you don't have the same effect.
Actually, Jurassic Park still holds up though. If you watch it in high def, it holds up.
Not if you. I don't know. Maybe I was watching the wrong thing because
you gotta watch it in high def. It still holds up in high def because those dinosaurs still look real tearing in that man.
They're still moving.
I was like, oh my God. I was like, never will I ever go to this place. Talking about the dinosaurs have come back to life. We could fly right over it. I
understand the concept on why they wanted to go over there.
Because to pay money. Because they know people, the ultra rich will be like, I'd love to see a dinosaur in person. And I get that. Money. But like, that's too dangerous. Like y'all.
It ain't about the money.
That's a song kids will never know.
Right.
Busting out the bando.
They will never know. What's my favorite T.I. song? Bring them out. It's hard to get one.
Well, will they know 24s? Causing clothes. That's how all my.
I used to play that on my trumpet and my violin.
You played 24s.
An era of music that I wanted to bring up. I didn't bring up.
Yeah.
When we used to sing Halle Berry.
They need to know the original
that
Halle Berry.
whole time frame. There was like
a
million songs.
You're a Jerk and all that. They were all
the Cat Daddy.
And they would never know Easy Dance.
Oh, I mean, Rock Your Hips is the one. Rock Your Hips is it. And wait and see. Y'all need to check out our TikTok. You're gonna see some of these dances on there. Millennials do.
Oh yes, I got y'all. Yeah. I'm not gonna be able to hit y'all with the You're a Jerk. I got y'all. I can fuck that up.
Do you know what really bothers me?
I don't know if I can fall to the ground more than once anymore, but I got you on that.
No, but do you know what really bothers me now? Like, okay, do you remember how important it was to like really nail that Dougie? Like, it's important to have your Dougie tight.
It was that wind up.
Right. As soon as you learn the D-Town boogie, you were like, oh my God, I can actually like move around with this shit. And it wasn't just a head motion. But like that Dougie was so important. And now kids are trying to do it and they fucking suck because they don't have rhythm and they've been doing these fucking TikTok dances.
Which are stupid because they be doing these TikTok dances to songs that tell you what to do in the song, but then they want to make up all this other stuff. So no, listen to the lyrics.
They be like, move your head to the left, move your head. Right. Why the fuck are you doing that? Didn't you say move your head to the left?
I mean, we had Crank That Yank though. Did we not have Crank That Yank? I mean, like,
oh my gosh.
What did I do to Crank That era?
I learned all the Crank That songs, and
how come so
Yank
bad?
Crank That Spider-Man,
Crank That Batman,
Crank That Bat. Oh, fun tip about Crank That Batman. Those gentlemen are actually from about 90 miles south of where I went to high school.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they're from Carbondale, Illinois.
The ones that wore them big ass t-shirts with the cards on there?
Yeah, the Pop It Off Boys.
Yep. I know that was their name.
Yep.
Yep.
That is so funny, but that is all I have for us for recess today, guys. That was so fun.
That was a good time.
I enjoyed this activity.
I'm happy that we walked down memory lane. We definitely didn't run. We definitely took a casual stroll down memory lane.
Wait, during our walk, did we or did we not notice that I had better movies on my list than Leslie? That's all I'm saying. She tried to beat me up about the song.
But I had the best movies out of everybody. So what the fuck are we even talking about?
The poll decide.
That's fine. Right. That's fine. That's not a problem.
You try to put the fucking poll up. Old ass white people songs or whatever. But my
old
movies
ass
was
white
better.
people songs. Wow.
Don't be mad because I had the TRL play popping.
Right. I don't know.
No, we're gonna put these lists out. We're gonna put these lists out, honorable mentions and all. We're gonna see what people say. No, we're gonna do it. It's for sure gonna happen. So please, everybody, write, tweet. You can fuck it. Pick up a phone. You know, like hang it up, pick it up again, and call us. You know, dial up.
Let me know I'm right, y'all. Thank you.
Lord. Well, guys, actually, no, not until the next time. Tell everybody we need to get to TikTok. Y'all need to get on Instagram. Y'all need to check us out. We in all the fucking places now. Like, we have painstakingly put this shit up. Facebook, go and just take a look at it. Even if you take a look at it and be like, this is whack, I just need you to go and see it. Put your eyes on it. And it's not whack. It won't be. You'll enjoy yourself.
Reach out and touch the subscribe or like.
Yeah, do that. Just like she said, do that. We like it. We're here for it. Either way, y'all.
Woo!
Until the next time.
I was just about to say that. I see the edges. She got zoom in on them. Okay.
Looking good. I told you look good. Until the next time, guys. I've been Trish.
It's your girl Liz.
And her baby hairs. And your girl Shonda.
And my gray hair.
Lord. And even though the party may change, the vibe remains the same. Be out, y'all. Deuces.
Bye.